is up, you guys? Film Fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to review First Man. So First Man stars Ryan Gosling and Claire Foy, and what this film is basically about, it's pretty much about the life of, very famous, man, Neil Armstrong, and, this is basically telling about his life and everything that's lead up to the very big event of him being the first man to walk on the moon. So what did I think of First Man? Now, First Man was a movie I was very, very excited for. This was like my second most anticipated film for the rest of this year, to be honest, for many reasons. One, I've always been fascinated by the moon landing ever since I learned about it in school. I've always been fascinated by it, and when I heard they were making a movie about it, and the life of Neil Armstrong, I was very excited to see that and see how it would be put into play. And then I heard Damien Chazelle was gonna make it. I was like, okay, cool. I love Whiplash. Whiplash is an absolutely incredible film. I really liked La La Land, so was hoping he could knock it out of the park again. Of course, he was going to bring on Ryan Gosling to play Neil Armstrong. I was like, okay, perfect. So, yeah, there was a lot of things for me to get excited for about this film. And I will say, all my expectations were exceeded. I absolutely loved First Man. First Man is one of the most riveting and emotional movies I think you're going to see all year, to be honest. First Man is absolutely phenomenal. Seriously, it was outstanding, and I am still blown away, honestly, by what I watched. It was seriously an absolutely phenomenal movie. I absolutely loved every minute of it. It was really, truly, truly incredible. So, why did I love the movie so much? Well, I'm about to tell you because we're about to get into the positives. So, folks, let's get into those positives. So, starting out with the positives I have is the acting. The acting is absolutely fantastic in this film, to be honest. I think everyone brings their A game in this movie. Ryan Gosling, as usual, gives a great performance, to be honest. He's one of the best actors working today, and this just shows it, to be honest. He is absolutely incredible in this movie. He owns the role of Neil Armstrong. He just does such a great job emotionally, and he is so fantastic in this film. I think he gives such an amazing, amazing performance in this film. I hope, honestly, he does get nominated for Best Actor, to be honest. I hope this movie gets nominated for a lot of things, which I'll get into, but Best Actor is definitely one of them. And, he was really fantastic in this movie, to be honest. This is definitely one of his best performances, in my opinion. He is really, really fantastic here. I thought he did an absolutely great job in the film. Same goes with Claire Foy. Claire Foy, she's just owning this year. Like, first with Unsane, and now with this. Man, she is really, really fantastic. She's already offered up to some of the best performances of the year, and she is really amazing here. She does an absolutely fantastic job in this film. Like I said, like with Ryan Gosling, she brings a lot of emotional weight, especially in the last scenes. One scene in particular, man, does she act her ass off in. Seriously, she was absolutely amazing. I absolutely loved her in this film. I hope she gets nominated as well. She is absolutely fantastic in this movie, and she really did give a great performance in the film. Everyone else is really great too. Everyone gives a solid performance in the movie. I thought everyone, honestly, really did a great job in this film. The movie, what I liked about this movie, to be honest, is that, its main focus is not really, like, the moon landing per se. Obviously it's a big point in the movie, but really the movie is about telling about Neil Armstrong and how he was as a person, and, how he was as a man, to be honest, and just the way they dealt with things, like, and I really appreciate it, honestly. I really liked how we got to see that, how he was as a man, how he dealt with some things, and it was really fantastic, honestly. Like, I really was fascinated by seeing that. And of course, when you get to all of like the space moon stuff, it's really cool too, obviously. But I really appreciate seeing just the life of Neil Armstrong, and really that being like the main focus of it. And I really like that, to be honest. That was really nice with this movie. The movie has some really good tension, honestly, at points. There are some really intense moments, actually, in this film, to be honest. There are moments in this movie where I'm like, oh, God, where's this going? You know what I mean? Especially one scene in particular that was just like, oh, boy. So there are some scenes where, there are some really good tension to them. I was really on the edge of my seat wondering what was going to happen next, to be honest. So I did really like a lot of the tension that was in the film, and I thought they did a very good job of handling that. Same goes with the emotional moments in the film. This movie got to me more than I expected it to be honest. I did not really expect to get that emotionally wrapped up into this film, because there are some moments that really, honestly, really got to me, to be honest. I didn't expect it to, but there are some really... Within the first few minutes of the film, like, you're already just emotionally drained, to be honest. Like, just already within the first few minutes of the film. And, it's just really good. They really do a great job of handling the emotion in this film. It's very well handled. And that last shot of the movie, of course, no spoilers, even though it's based on a true story, you don't want to talk about anything. But, the last shot of the movie really got to me a lot more than I expected to. Like, because that's just how wrapped up I was into this story and into this movie, and then just that last shot just kind of wrapped everything together so nicely, you know what I mean? And I just thought they did a really fantastic job with that. So yeah, the way that they handled the emotion in this movie is really great, honestly. The writing is really great too. It has some very, very great writing to it. Dialogue is great and all of that. The music is fantastic here too. The way it's implemented into a lot of the scenes in the film are really fantastic. Definitely some of the best music I've heard all year, and the score is really, really amazing, honestly. So yeah, the music is really fantastic here. The directing, of course, is absolutely, absolutely phenomenal. Damien Chazelle directs his ass off with this movie. He really, truly does. Like, his directing is absolutely fantastic, in my opinion. I really loved his directing a lot with this film. It's very well shot. The editing is really fantastic with the film, and the cinematography is absolutely gorgeous. And just the way he builds atmosphere with not only just the space scenes, but just everything around him in general is absolutely amazing, and just really makes you in the feel and makes you really in the moment of the film. And you know what I mean? Like, really just takes you out of reality and just puts you in that whole, at the time, and everything. And I really appreciated that a lot, and I really loved that a lot about this movie, to be honest. I thought he did an absolutely fantastic job with that in the film. It's really amazing, the directing here, honestly. He really does, direct the hell out of this movie, and, he just does an absolutely fantastic job with it. So yeah, Damien Chazelle, once again, does a phenomenal job directing the movie. And lastly, the pacing. The pacing, honestly, is really great. I know some people had some problems with it being slow in the beginning or in the middle, but me, I was invested 100%. There was never a time, honestly, where I was bored, because I was so wrapped up into this and so interested in it that I never honestly felt bored at all, to be honest. Like, I was interested in this movie 100%, and I never felt the pacing at once throughout the film, honestly. Like, I thought they did a really fantastic job with that. I thought it moved at a nice natural pace, to be honest. So yeah, the pacing is really fantastic here, and honestly, never a time I felt bored. Nah. I don't think so. Nah. So overall, First Man is it is an absolutely phenomenal film. I absolutely loved First Man. It is an excellent, excellent movie and is truly one of the best movies of 2018 thus far. So it's time for my official grade on First Man, and my official grade on First Man is an A+. Truly deserves it. It is absolutely, well, like I said before, one of the best movies of 2018 thus far. It's an absolutely spectacle to witness, honestly. It really, truly is. And it's a movie that definitely everyone should go out and see. It has amazing acting, amazing emotion, very fantastic directing. It has everything you could possibly have want in the movie, to be honest. It is absolutely, truly fantastic. And definitely go out and see it if you haven't. It is absolutely phenomenal, and it definitely deserves an A+. So, if you have seen First Man, please, what did you think of it? Leave it in the comment section below. And I'm FilmFan0599, and we will see you all later. Peace.